All right, what's up, Turtle Riders? How we all doing there tonight? Let's see how everybody's, how many people we got here right now. Welcome to the Uncle Turtle Boy's Late Night Garage Podcast. All right, so we got a good crowd developing. That's great to see. We always start out close to 100 now. That's really good. Is it really loud? Is that too loud? Am I too loud for you guys right now? I can back up if you'd like. Maybe this is good right here. All right, so welcome, guys, to the live show. I'd ask you guys right now, if you would not mind, could you go ahead and could you share this link to the YouTube? I've shared it on the Clarence Woods Emerson page and the Turtle Boy Sports Forever page. It'd be great if you guys could go ahead and hit that share button. Let people know we are out here. We're live trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. And it definitely helps too, by the way. Make sure you like these videos. Hit the like button. That actually helps, I've heard. People are saying, other YouTube people are saying that. It's a learning process for me. I'm learning as I go along. But, yeah. All right, folks. So, welcome, guys, to the show. As you guys know by now, we have been demonetized, thanks to Bristol Blarney, for about 3 weeks now. Can you believe it's been like 3 weeks? I actually get to reapply in a week. I don't even know if I want to be perfectly honest with you, because YouTube takes 30% of that, and why? You know? Why not just keep that 30%, I'm thinking. So, what we do now, what we've been doing, if you feel like donating to the show, donating to Turtle Boy in general, keeping the turtle going, especially with COVID, all this bullshit going on, because they're really fucking, I mean, you guys should see ad revenue these days doesn't even exist. But if you guys are feeling generous, there is a link at the top of this, and I'm sure mods will share it. They usually do throughout the show. You can feel free to donate that way. If you leave a message, I will periodically refresh it so I can read your nice little messages that you write there. And it's on PayPal. They don't take 30% that way. They take a much, much smaller fraction of it. And, yeah, that'd be great. All right. So, what I want to talk about tonight, obviously, is the story I just published. I literally published it like 10 minutes ago. Anybody out there read it yet? It is, was not what I was intending on talking about tonight, but then shit happens. So, the other night during the live show, I talked about, Feta Cheese Freddie, the individual, from Manchester, the nightclub owner, who doesn't want to pay his cleaning lady. That's what this all comes down to. This is cleaning lady beef. He doesn't want to pay his cleaning lady, even though he's like baller for real on his Facebook page. You know, he's owning this club that's selling $100 bottles of freaking watered down Tito's. And, you know, he appears to be living the life of luxury in New Hampshire. Well, we wrote about him. And next thing, it was all factual and everything, or, you know, satirical, cracking jokes, you know, things that we do, fun things. Then all of a sudden, a guy shows up who just wasn't very fun at all. We call him Bootleg Avenatti, but his real name is Robert Fojo. There he is. I mean, you could not come up with a bigger douchebag if you made one in a freaking laboratory. You could not craft a bigger douchebag than this guy. He doesn't even look real. And he is the attorney for Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie. And he decided to send me an email that I talked about on the live show. That was just this long-winded thing listing all the ways. He's allegedly representing 3 women who work at the club too. And he's alleging that the post was vulgar. Can't have that. That I implied that his client was a juice head, which he is, that he has a harem of loose moral women, which he does, that Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie has other bills that he's missing, which he does, that his employees depicted in photos included, your article, are Southern New Hampshire University rejects, which is actually a joke because nobody gets rejected from Southern New Hampshire University. And my rhetorical insinuation that he was a drug dealer, that's actually my mistake. I didn't mean to insinuate he was a drug dealer. He is a drug dealer. And the reason he's not in jail is because he had his bodyguard take the fall for him, essentially. And his ass got deported to Bolivia, and he became a DEA snitch, and here he is now. So this individual has reported him or has written this email to me demanding that I take the blog down. Amongst other things, he accuses me of being racist against the Greeks by calling him Feta Cheese Freddie and Gyro something or other. And towards the end of the article, or towards the end of the email, he actually says to me that he wants me to reply to this. That he says, let's see. Let me see how he ends it. He says, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Well, I have a lot of questions, actually. So I have many, many questions. So I sent him back an email. Of course, you read it. And, you know, I'm like, my big question, of course, is if he can afford to pay you to write this letter right now, why can't he afford to pay his cleaning lady? What's up with that? You know, and are you going to give a refund? Did you give a refund to your client who you represented in a libel lawsuit that had no chance of going anywhere? Did you refund him? Because obviously you weren't going to do what he's doing right now. He could have just walked away and I would have forgotten all about him. But apparently he's never read Turtle Boy before. So he thought it would be wise to send a letter like this. And a lot of lawyers probably send letters like this and they think that they're going to scare you. And they might scare some people, right? Because people that have never been sued before. But I'm grizzled, son. Right? I'm a court whore. I've been around the block. I've been to every courthouse in this state almost, pretty much. I know which ones let you bring cell phones in, which ones have free parking, you name it. There's like 3 courthouses left I haven't been to. I've been to courthouse in Rhode Island before. I went all the way down to Southern Rhode Island, Christ's sake. North Kingston, or is it South Kingston? I don't know. For Failure Swift. Well, apparently I'm gonna be going to New Hampshire now. I'm gonna be popping my Manchester cherry. I don't know if it's gonna happen with the commie cold, but we're gonna get to that in a moment. So, you know, I want to know. It's like, are you giving a refund to this guy? So he never gets back to me. And I ask him at the end, P.S., just trying to lighten the mood a little bit. You know, this is really tense. I'm like, what do you call a Greek guy with a big dick? Italian, obviously, duh. And I thought this would be a little lighthearted thing. Now, a couple people made comments, and they said, if this ends up in a court document, I'm going to laugh my ass off. Hold that thought. So, this is what he decides to post on his Facebook today, okay? This morning, I obtained a temporary restraining order against Aiden T. Carney, the owner of a small company that operates 2 blogs, Turtle Boy and TV Daily News, that posted articles containing false information about me last week, and then, by his own admission, personally attempted to harass and intimidate me by calling me, sending me several messages, and commenting repeatedly on my personal posts and my law firm Facebook page with insulting, derogatory, and threatening remarks, all because of my legal defense of the rights of a local business client. Well, first of all, you're not on the defense because there's no plaintiff in this case, so you're not on the defense. You're not being prosecuted. You actually went on the attack, so you're not on the defense. Second of all, you told me in your email to contact you, so that's what I did. So I write you back that thing. I thought I'd lighten the mood with the Greek dick joke. I guess it didn't land well. Okay, sorry about that. Can't win them all. And he considers this... So because he didn't respond, I'm like, well, I got to reach this guy, so I call him. I stopped attempting to contact him. He never told me to stop contacting him. And so he blocked me, so problem solved. Well, then he writes this, okay? The order restrains Mr. Carney and 2 other individuals from continuing to harass or contact me. Screenshots of the order are posted below, and I will be posting it on my blog later today and having him served with it. Holy shit, guys, this is the Gaffney of the North. This is like literally Mike Gaffney all over again, except without the frosted tips. Holy cow. How seriously this guy takes himself. He's like a freaking caricature. Oh my God, do they let anybody become a lawyer these days? Holy shit. My blog. Oh yeah, well, a lot of people read your blog, dude, definitely. And I love this part at the end, the stand. I'll never be intimidated by such conduct, especially when it attempts to influence my representation of any of my clients, and I will always fight back. But you started the fight. You sent me a threatening email. Things were fine. And you threatened an email with me. What the hell you want me to say? Hopefully, Mr. Carney will refrain from his conduct in the future and comport himself more appropriately. If you think I'm going to change... This guy's very serious. Love this look. Look at this look. Like Brett said. According to Brett Killeran the other day, he believes like this is the last face you see before you have a Bill Cosby colada. That's like the face you see right there. I didn't say that. That's what my friend Brett said. I've never been roofied, so I don't know what that's like. But I would imagine that would be something. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that was true, you know? So anyway, this gentleman comes down here. So there he is right there. Very serious lawyer. And it was, he wasn't just trying to get an order against me. He was trying to get an order against two other women, Amy Hackett and Jen Houston. Now, I don't know who these people are. Apparently, they post on his page, but I checked them out. I've seen them both posting on Turtle Boy before. They're both fake accounts. Neither of them's real. I guess there really is an Amy Hackett in Abington who he's actually serving guys with papers. I saw he's actually sending these to an Abington, Massachusetts address because he's just like, Amy Hackett, well, there can only be one. So I'm going to are being sued alongside me. Apparently, affidavit for Robert M. Fojo. Oh, God. So he's applying for it, and he's like, sends the TB Daily News article. He doesn't like those at all. He admits down the bottom here that, I thought this is interesting, that Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie contacted him immediately after the blog was out. And he goes, upon reviewing the article, Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie directed me to prepare and send a cease and desist email. I've never heard of a cease and desist email before. Usually how real lawyers do it, guys. I've gotten many cease and desists before. They come in the mail, like a stamp. They write a letter out. They make copies. Not this mofo. No. He does things differently. It's all electronic. A lot of things in parentheses, a lot of spelling corrections that he makes for you in these very, very serious cease and desist emails. I mean, how can anybody take this guy? Who hires this guy? Imagine this guy was your attorney. Good Lord. I seriously, I want to meet the person that hired this guy. And by the way, his footnotes include a Worcester Magazine article entitled Gaffney Adds Emotional Distress Charges Turtle Boy Lawsuit. How much you want to bet he's spoken with Mike Gaffney by now? How much you want to bet Gaffney? This is what Gaffney loves to do. He loves to call up other Turtle Boy Ratchets. And, I mean, he hasn't done it in a while. I thought he was retired, and then all of a sudden he reappeared with the Bristol crew. We went to advertise with them. So you never know with this guy. And he says, so he's gonna send me a cease and desist with that. Like, what if it went to my spam? Like, what if I just didn't read it? Cease and desist my email. Oh, there's Gaffney. All right. And so this guy goes on to say his other complaints are that he doesn't like the fact that I called him a bootleg Avenatti and he mentions the Greek dick joke. He didn't like that. That's actually mentioned in number 9 here. Number 10, yesterday evening, Mr. Carney posted another article on Turtle Boy entitled Bootleg Michael Avenatti threatens legal action if we don't take down blog for saying mean things about Greek and allegedly loose-moraled women. The article contained a photograph of me and reproduced the email I sent to Mr. Carney the day before. Around that time, Mr. Carney posted a similar article on TB Daily News entitled Attorney Robert Fojo writes email demanding takedown of blog about delinquent Manchester nightclub owner for insensitive comments about Greeks and female employees. The phrase bootleg Michael Avenatti obviously refers to me. And yes, that does refer to you. That's correct. Good job. Well done. And implies falsely that I am a criminal or a convicted felon. No, it's just a joke. Okay, so Avenatti kind of looks like him a little bit, like just reeks of scumbaggy. has many similar qualities to you, right? In that he has unorthodox practices as an attorney. Like, this whole thing is bizarre, and Michael Avenatti is a bizarre guy who would just randomly appear with a woman who claims she was gang raped by Brett Kavanaugh out of the woodwork, or represent a porn star. I mean, that's the kind of guy Michael Avenatti is. His overall demeanor, his choice of seedy clientele, or his overall thirst for attention. Those are all characteristics that Michael Avenatti and him both seem to possess. And so he goes on to say, and I'd also like to point out, right, that I don't know if he's a convicted felon, this guy, but he's definitely been arrested for a couple things. Definitely been arrested. And we're going to get those arrest reports, Mr. Fojo, because you're a very serious attorney and you want this done right. So we're going to look into that. We're going to see that. We're going to read all about it. And I've heard a lot of shady things about you, sir. Not good things. So we're going to look into that a little bit more. He says he finds it incredible that we chose media news company as a category. He actually wrote that. This page, the Turtle Boy Sports Forever page, is operated by Mr. Carney. Well, first of all, no, it's not. It's operated by Abigail Horowitz. Everybody knows that. Of course, I can have access to it because I run the company, but I'm not the desk girl. You're free to message her if you'd like. So let's get that right. And its About section contains Mr. Carney's Turtle Boy Sports email address and a link to TV Daily News. Incredibly, he classified Turtle Boy Sports Forever as a, quote, media news company. Can you believe that, guys? He cannot believe that I chose that from the drop-down menu, media news company, even though that's exactly what we are. You can tell this guy's new because he thinks we're not news. You might want to Google Turtle Boy Sports, Massachusetts State Police. You might find something there. I don't know. But then again, this is kind of like a byproduct of mainstream media stealing our stories, not linking us. But, we all know the truth by now. We all know the truth. So he goes on to say he's very upset about the Clarence Woods Emerson not being real. He accuses me. I like this one. He accuses me of falsely mocking him for being Portuguese. I shit you not. Read this. You got to read it. I was dying at this one. In the caption, Mr. Carney included with the article, he referred to me as Bootleg Avenatti, spelled my name wrong, erroneously referred to me as Portuguese. I am of Cuban descent, and made the same derogatory remarks about Mr. Feta Freddie that he made earlier in the week. First of all, I go, as it turns out, the Portuguese have competition with the Greeks for being most butthurt about satire. So in case he wasn't aware, making fun of the Portuguese is an ongoing joke that I have here, obviously. Rightfully so. And I was referring to Mr. Feta Freddie showing that the Greeks can be just as butthurt as the Portuguese. It wasn't referring to you being Portuguese. You're Cuban. Now that I know that, now we're really going to have some fun. Trust me. No, I like Cubans. They're good. Cubans are good because they, especially Cuban Americans, I love them. They're like the best kind of Americans because they fled communism and they freaking hate Castro and they hate Kaepernick. I love Cuban Americans. They're the best kind of Americans. Anyway, he goes on to say, what'd she say? He accuses me of running he accused me of running the 2 fake Facebook accounts he's pursuing orders against. I shit you not. Let's read this. During the next 12 hours, from yesterday evening to midday today, Mr. Carney and 2 other purported individuals, Amy Hackett and Jen Houston, posted a series of comments on my personal Facebook posts and on posts that are on my law firm Facebook page. Based on the information I've reviewed concerning Miss Hackett and Miss Houston, they may not be real people. Can you believe this, guys? This is like he's right. He's taking this seriously. They may not be real people. He's carefully reviewed. What does that mean? You carefully reviewed? You clicked on their freaking page. All they have is a profile picture and nothing else. Like, you carefully reviewed it. Oh man. Instead, it may be 2 other fake Facebook accounts, just like the Clarence Woods Emerson account that Mr. Carney routinely uses to post information and comment on other posts. Indeed, he has used the Woods Emerson account in the past to comment on other posts, most notably 2 years ago when he used it to harass and annoy an opposing party in a pending lawsuit. That would be former city councilor Michael D. Gaffney. The Facebook accounts for Miss Hackett and Miss Houston contain only sparse information, the bare minimum of information, so that the pages appear to be legitimate to the untrained eye. This is real. This is an actual court document. He wrote this and presented. However, they show almost no activity, very few friends, hardly any identifying information or information concerning their backgrounds, few if any photos, and barely any posts at all. He cracked the case. He cracked the case. Those are not real people. Holy freaking shit. Oh my God. Nothing gets by this guy. We thought we could fool him, but nothing gets by him. Jen Houston, you almost had him, but you didn't. He got you. Upon information and belief. However, upon information and belief, I think the Hackett and Houston Facebook pages are actually fake Facebook pages created by Mr. Carney and used by him to post and comment on Facebook. So now I'm literally, every time, has this guy ever been on Facebook before? Every fake Facebook account is me? All of them? Why does he think it's me? Well, he goes on to say, such a maneuver permits him to create the false appearance that other individuals actually support Mr. Carney's actions and desire to perpetuate them so he can avoid the sad reality that his hateful voice is not as popular as he presents it to be, and that he uses this online medium to project anger and hatred in order to disguise a vast array of insecure feelings. I mean, really. So I make the fake names. I made those names up, he says, because I want to make it seem like Turtle Boy has fans. But none of you commenting right now, none of you are real, right? So I'm literally in the comments right now. I'm writing all these comments in because I want to make it seem like people actually follow Turtle Boy, right? So I have to make these names up in order to kind of keep that going because, as everybody knows, I'm very insecure. Okay? I'm not quite so insecure that I would send or pursue a harassment order against a guy who, responded to an aggressive email that I sent. I'm not quite that insecure. However, I'm pretty insecure. So he might be onto something there. So I've named Miss Hackett and Miss Houston as personal defendants. Can you believe this guy is suing or going after two fake Facebook? This is real life. This is happening in a court of law. He goes on to say, he also complained that I posted on his Facebook page. I made rude comments about his girlfriend. He's like, he comments on my personal posts and law firm posts on Facebook. So there's a picture. I mean, he's bringing his own kids into it. Why would you do this, dude? I didn't bring your kids into it. I specifically left this picture out of the blog because I don't want to bring your crotch roots into it. And then you enter it as a legal freaking court document. I mean, obviously this guy's divorced. Obviously, shockingly, he's hard to live with. And I mean, how pissed would you be if you were his ex-wife? Like, dude, you're freaking, look what you're doing through your own selfish actions now. Now our crotch fruits are on Turtle Boy. Thanks a lot, douchebag. I mean, my wife would freaking kill me if I ever did something. Like, what are you doing? What a narcissist. What a complete moron. Goes on. So here's his girlfriend. I mean, she got a nice, there's a nice little crevice there. I'd like to grab him just once, if he would let me. If the plaintiff would allow, I wouldn't mind a grab. That's all I'm saying. She's got very nice breasts, and I thought I was paying him a compliment by saying that, but now he's saying that I'm attacking her. It's like, no, she got nice tits, dude. What do you want me to say? Nice face too. Nice looking broad. But apparently that you can't say that now. I don't know. Apparently that's an act of war or something. He ironically puts a copy of the Declaration of Independence, at which point I asked him, I'm like, if you value the Constitution so much, then why are you threatening litigation over matters of free speech? Once again, I thought this was a legitimate question, but apparently he did not. So he goes on to say, Mr. Carney insulted my intelligence and education and law firm. Imagine that. I'm going to get a harassment order because this guy insulted my intelligence and my law firm. Made derogatory comments about my girlfriend. Quote, nice boobs. What? How is that derogatory? And insulted Mr. Feta Cheese Freddie's parenting. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, he abandoned his 2 kids. He has no part in their lives. I don't think that's good parenting. Do you? You tell me. Goes on to say, then over the same period of time, the accounts associated with Miss Hackett and Miss Houston posted numerous comments on my law firm page, alleging, among other things, that I am drunk most of the time, a moron, I love porn. Well, who doesn't love porn? What's wrong with that? Who is, and worse than a woman, who is accused of feeding her husband into a meat grinder. Carol Baskin from the Netflix documentary, Tiger King. Come on. This is funny. This is too good. Let me just, I don't want to miss anyone here. I mean, what? This is wild, guys. Can you believe this? These guys literally suing me. Are not suing me yet. He is pulling out a harassment order against me. And keep in mind, the wildest part about this is he contacted me first. He sent me and at the end he said, contact me. So he did. I mean, this is entrapment. This is entrapment. Saying, yeah, send me an email. Give me a call. Okay, call. Oh, harassment. Come on. Rich Bridges, thank you. Rich says, towards Unk's legal fund against this whale attorney. Thank you very much. Suzanne and Sheila, thank you very much. Suzanne says, Sheila puts, I think, the female symbol there. Suzanne says, First Amendment rights and lunch when you come to New Hampshire. Absolutely, thank you. Shannon says, that was 2 days ago, I love Brett. Long live the turtle. Okay, thank you. So, anyway, back to this. So, he complains that the fake Facebook accounts said mean things to him, blah, blah, blah. We talked about that. He also goes on to say, I mean, there's just so much here. We got to call this guy up, by the way, Mitchell. We're going to call him too. She posted, I'd rather have Vincent LaGuardia Gambini than this moron. And he writes in parentheses at the bottom, Vincent LaGuardia Gambini is the fish out of water and inexperienced personal injury lawyer, famously portrayed by Joe Pesci in the 1992 film, My Cousin. This is how he spent the day. He spent time writing this up. Obviously, this guy's very busy, right? He's obviously got a lot of clients on his plate. He has time to do this. He's making no money off of this. It's like he's representing himself. What a loser. What a freaking loser. There's Amy Hackett saying, I love porn. Oi. Amy Hackett saying, I'd rather catch the coronavirus and have Carol Baskin date my ex-boyfriend than have you as my lawyer. Oh, Turtle Riders, you guys are the best. Goes on to say, Mr. Carney, upon information and belief, posted comments on my law firm's Facebook page that similarly insulted, harassed, threatened, and attempted to intimidate me through several other Facebook page. Come on, you can't be the guy who always corrects spelling and then screw that up. Facebook accounts containing similar limited features as the Hackett and Houston accounts. So now he is accusing me of being all these people who commented on his page, including Dawn Zarella, Megan Lindsay, attorney Richard N. Vulva Esquire, Vulva, Robbie Manning, Mike Nazaro, Amy Hackett, and Mimi Martins. Oh, this is the funniest. This is too good. And Issa Marie and Tracy Lane. I'm all of you people. All of you people. He goes on. In addition, I received a telephone call from a number with a 617 area code. Well, bitch, that ain't me. Because I don't live in Eastern Mass. I live in Central Mass. I got this phone when I was in school in Amherst. That's why it's a 413. I got a 413 number, and they left a voice. I want to hear that voice message. I want to hear the voice. I want to hear the voicemail of the person who called left the message, because it sure as shit wasn't me. In that message, the caller made fun of the allegations made in the April. I mean, this is literally a blueprint of Michael Gaffney's freaking lawsuit against me. This is insane. The conduct above violates both the stalking statute and the harassment statute, which is incorporated as a basis upon which stalking can be alleged. Specifically, this constitutes stalking, following, approaching, or confronting that person or a member of that person's immediate family, or any act of communication as defined by makes a telephone call with no legitimate communicative purpose. You told me to call you. I called you once, not from the 617 number, with the purpose to annoy, abuse, threaten, or alarm another. I didn't do any of those. I called you because you told me to call you, so I called you back. What you want from me? Insults, taunts, or challenges another in any manner likely to provoke a violent or disorderly response. Dude, if you're going to be violent or disorderly over a friggin' email, you might be the problem. I'm just saying that might be why you're divorced. I don't know. I don't know if you were violent towards your ex-girlfriend or your ex-wife. I don't know. We're going to find out when we get the police report, though. We're going to find out about that incident, right? And when you smashed your cell phone, we're going to find out about that for sure. We're going to find out who got arrested that night, if it was you or her. Might have been you. Might have been you. Just saying. This behavior has placed me in fear of my personal safety and safety of my girlfriend and my children. Well, first of all, dude, your girlfriend's not in any danger. I mean, no, not physical danger. I mean, I think she might like me. I don't know. More than you. That's not really hard, but she's certainly not in physical danger. And your children, who brought your children into this? Who are depicted in 3 of the photos above where those comments are made. I didn't threaten your crotch roots, dude. What are you talking about? I leave crotch roots out of it. You're bringing them into this. You're hiding behind them now. Just because you're a little bitch and you're scared. First of all, you're not scared. He's not scared. Okay? He's just being a little bitch. And he got this certified in the state of Rhode Island. I don't understand. I think this might be just like the online processing company. That's what I'm thinking because of Italian. That's actually in the complaint. So this is happening, in real life. So I called the Holden police up. Because I don't like when, I don't mind being served, right? But I don't like the distraction of when my crotch roots and my wife are here and the cops come to the house. It's like, ugh, how many times can that happen, right? It's becoming too much of a regular part of their life. It's not good. So I'm like, I called the Holden police and I told them, like, if I get served, I'll come and get it. Just let me know. Give me a call. I'll come get it. And I didn't even have to say who I was. They already know who I was. They know who I am down there by now. I mean, I'm sorry, Holden police. I'm sorry I moved to your town and gave you all this extra work. I'm really sorry about that. Nobody deserves to have Turtle Boy move to their town. But it is what it is. Thank you. And they were very accommodating of that. And so here's his actual complaint. A judge signed this. And first of all, there's no lies. He says that I made lies. I didn't make up any lies. That's certainly not true. I didn't threaten anyone's children. Based on the plaintiff's sworn allegations in the complaint, the court finds that there is an immediate danger to the plaintiff and his family based on the defendant's harassing behavior. I mean, did he write this or did the judge? Aiden T. Carney, Amy Hackett, and Jen Houston are ordered to have no contact, directly or indirectly, with Robert M. Fojo. So you got that, Jen Houston? You can't contact. What if Jen Houston makes a new Facebook page? Can whoever runs that account then? I don't know. Jen Houston can't contact. It goes on to say, the order further precludes any form of direct or indirect communication, including but not limited to contact by letter, phone, email, text message, Facebook, or other social media, or any form of communications, electronic or otherwise. Further, the defendants are restrained from entering into the plaintiff's property or place of employment. I don't really want to go see you, dude. You're not worth the gas money. To be clear, this order is not a prior restraint on protected speech. The complaint and accompanying affidavit contains a number of allegations about statement Carney made the defendant's own blog. The plaintiff correctly does not seek to restrain free speech at this juncture. Oh, yeah, because, he can't. Because that's not how it works. Thank you for not, pursuing a unconstitutional attempt to go full failure Swift on me. Anyway, that said, this should not be viewed as permission by the defendants to harass or slander the plaintiff. I never harassed or slandered anyone. The defendants have no constitutional right to subject this plaintiff to unwanted and harassing communications. Okay, no problem. This is what they love to do, by the way. Because now what they'll do is they'll just say, Bristol Blarney's tried this. It's the oldest trick in the book, right? Well, he talked about me, and then third parties contacted him. That doesn't count, dude. That's not how it works. I can't control what third parties do. I can't control it if everybody hates you. You're very unlikable. You have to understand that. You're a terrible attorney. You are, let's be honest, you're awful at your job. There's a reason you're not paying your rent and you're getting taken to court for that, right? There's a reason you don't have a client that you have time to write this silly freaking complaint, right? Right. Okay. Where'd your partner go? He bounced. Wonder why that happened. You're just not good at your job. So it's not my fault, right? That these things are happening. These are legitimate complaints about how terrible you are. Just maybe being a lawyer wasn't your calling. You can't even hack it as that, Just, it's sad. It's sad. Or just go, you got a law degree. There's a lot of things you can do with a law degree that don't involve ever really stepping foot in a freaking courtroom. You can do freaking contracts. There's a lot of things you can do legally and make good money, right? But you're not good at this, clearly. You're not good at this. That's why you lost that defamation suit. You took that guy's money, Accurate Landscaping's money, but you're not good at this. And there's the judge. This is the judge that allegedly, how did this judge sign off on it? I don't know. Plus, he's a dude. What? I thought this was the live free or die state. Apparently, this is the be a pussy and get a bullshit harassment order state. I don't know. I thought they were tough over there. So, somebody posted on their page the link to it. That's Facebook friends with this guy to the show. And he got all buttered and he comes on there. And he's just like, oh, my God. Did you guys read these comments? They were too good. Go read all these comments. These are fantastic. He's just so arrogant and condescending. He quotes Clive McFarlane. Ooh, no one's ever done that before. Ooh, that's a good one. Next thing up, Buffalo Bruises. Ooh, watch out. He on the one hand, he keeps saying they resort to the only microphone they have to champion an anemic 400 plus view free online show to bash him because they can't actually masturbate in peace. So this he's a real victim. He's making fun of people for masturbating, shitting on us because we only had 400 views. We're up to that video's got 2,600 now, dude. Relax. It'll get up there. Plus, a few hundred downloads on a podcast. Relax. It'll get up there. There's a few thousand that read it. So on the one hand, he's mocking us and saying that, I have no clout whatsoever. I'm a loser. Nobody pays attention to me. That dude is crushing it. Ha, 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 ha. But on the other hand, he's also saying, I'm a victim because of this. Right? So you got to pick one, dude. Either Turtle Boy's irrelevant or Turtle Boy damaged me because everyone reads Turtle Boy. It can't be both. You understand that? If I was really irrelevant, those people wouldn't be talking about you, right? All these people in your immediate circle. I don't live in Manchester. I don't live anywhere near Manchester. I live an hour and a half away, right? But people in your neck of the woods are talking about my blog. So that must be for a reason, right? People in California are talking about Turtle Boy. You understand that? Turtle Boy's everywhere, dude. We're going nationwide, coast to coast. Can't stop, won't stop. Every time we have a live show, there's friggin' a new state or a new country even. People tuning in from. Everybody loves this shit. It's like crack. Except better, right? It's like French vanilla crack. It's so good. People can't get enough of it. So, this guy, and there's going to be more of this guys in the future. I couldn't. I needed this laugh today. I really needed this laugh. He goes on to say, I mean, just read all these comments. They're fantastic. They're so fantastic. Let me go ahead and oh no, and the best part. We haven't got to the best part. Let me just the friend that showed up. We have to call the friend, don't we? Yeah, I cannot call Mr. Fojo. Are people suggesting I call Fojo? I can't call Fojo. I mean, I'm not even convinced this is a real order because the way it was worded, it sounds like the judge is writing it at times, and then other times it sounds like he's writing it. It didn't make any sense. So Llama, thank you very much. Llama says, fuck Bootleg Avenatti. Just got back to work. Sorry I haven't donated. Dude, whatever you guys can donate, man. You don't owe me shit. This is free, you know? If you want to donate, donate. I'll take it. Appreciate it. But don't think you owe me shit. Don't think like that. Really appreciate it, though. Renee says, keep it up. Lawyers who don't understand freedom of speech should quit their day job. Absolutely. I mean, it's literally the First Amendment. Probably should know it if you're a lawyer. Probably. But anyway, I could read all this guy's comments if on that page. Basically, he fucks up really badly and kills any chance of having like a legitimate lawsuit. When he goes on to say, what did he say here? What was the comment? Did I miss it? It was the comment where he said basically that the blog helped his client's business, right? That his business is booming now because, first of all, the bar is closed, so I don't know how that's possible. Seems odd. Secondly, you know, if your client is actually doing well because of the blog, and you've now put this in writing, it's going to be hard to get a defamation claim. It's going to be hard. Defamation's hard enough as it is because you have to prove damages on top of a bunch of other things. This is not my first rodeo, pal. I'm a defamation slut. I've been around the block many times. You're not the first lawyer I've taken home, okay? I've had much bigger than you, let's be honest. You're like kind of like the flaccid, drunk guy who took me home for a defamation lawsuit and couldn't finish. So just, you have to understand that I'm really, really good at defamation. It's like I'm really fucking good at it. I know all about it. I know how high the bar is set for it. And you don't even come close. And not only that, you literally just buried your own case by admitting that this has been good for you. So that's not good. So you might want to work on that next time you threaten to sue someone. Anyway, let's get to the forehead guy. So next thing you know, this guy Mitchell Fleming shows up. Looks like he just made an example of you, and now you're upset. And you just contacted him again when he has a restraining order on you. How did I contact him again, Mitch? What are you talking about? These people think that by talking about another person, you're contacting them? What are you talking about? Which was granted because you were stalking him. Oh, dude, be a bigger chick. Be a bigger chick. You're stalking me. Oh, my God. Imagine being a grown man and starting a pissing match with Turtle Boy. And then when Turtle Boy fires back at you, like, oh, my God, he's stalking me. Like, oh, my God. What a fucking pussy this guy is. Who's a bigger bitch, him or Metro? That's what I want to know. There are two sides to the story. There's two sides to the story, and the judge is on his. You're allowing undereducated following our learning lessons now. So we're undereducated, folks. We are very undereducated over here. We're not smart. Clearly, you didn't go to law school or learn to read, he says. Your turtle buddy has court Thursday, May 7th. I'd love a reason to go somewhere. That'd be freaking awesome. I mean, is Manchester open? Is New Hampshire open? I don't know. Are the courtouts open? I don't think ours are. But if he wants me to come to Manchester, I've never been to Manchester. I've been looking for a reason to go. Bone ride, baby. I'd love to go to Manchester. I love court days. I get to put on my Turtle Boy tie, my suit, feel all sharp and shit. And if that's how, I always meet turtle riders at these things too. People always come to my court dates. We take pictures. You can bring your books. I can sign the books. We always turn into a big event. I love court dates. Harassment orders. This would be my 5th harassment order. 5th person who's taken out a harassment order against me. First dude. Kind of. The others, of course, are Bristol Blarney. She got hers, and we know that was thrown out. Hadassah Robeson did it twice. Had it thrown out. Both times. Charlotte McFarland's done it twice. Had it thrown out. And, of course, Ryan Waters. He's kind of a chick, too. His was, of course, thrown out as well. So, yeah. I mean, this is insane. This is like we're in a freaking pandemic, and this piece of shit is clogging up the limited court, whatever, availability with this bullshit. Unbelievable. And the good part is nobody's got to work, right? Because of coronavirus. So come on down to the courthouse, man. I'll keep you guys informed about that. I'll keep you guys informed. Contact is consideration as a communicative interaction, aka a text message could be contact. That was my undergrad for finance and accounting. Why don't you crack a book, meatball? Oh, shut the fuck up, bitch. Yeah, clearly you didn't go to law school. First of all, look at this guy. I don't want to pick on physical characteristics, guys. But holy shit. Good Lord. Moses could write the 10 commandments on his forehead. He could write the 25 commandments on that thing. Look at that thing. His face is shaped like a Kindle. Look at that. God damn it. I can't stop looking at his forehead. I really want to land a plane on it. That's my goal in life, is to land a plane on his forehead. Holy freaking shit. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Like I said, Usain Bolt. Fuck the 100 meter. He could run the 200 meter dash and never have to make a turn. They could revolutionize the Olympics on his forehead. Good Lord. Oh my goodness. Look at this guy. And if you're going to do the whole, what is this? This is the gayest thing I've ever seen in my life. First of all, is that Hampton? Probably. Why are you wearing jeans with no underpants? And why didn't you get better lighting? You can't even see anything. This is the worst gayest picture I've ever seen in my life. Turn around. Get the camera guy on the other side so the sun. What are you doing? Good Lord. Anyway, the totally not gay comments left underneath by Attorney Frojo says, you got a permit for those? And he says, I need to get you on retainer sooner than later. You know how to reach me. Oh my fucking God, it's Ace and Gary. Good Lord. Good Lord. And by the way, if you're going to send somebody at me, make sure that, when you Google their name, the first thing that comes up is in the recent arrest for driving with a suspended, after revocation or suspension, and suspension of vehicle registration. So might want to send in the varsity guys next time. Although this probably is the best that you can get for friends, because who would ever be friends with a loser like this, etc. So we need to call Mr. What was his name? Mitchell Butt Buddy? Mitchell Fleming. Okay. Mitchell Fleming. Okay. Okay, we're going to call it. We're going to message him right now. See if we can get him online. Yep. Okay. Because he does not have an order against me, so I can call him. Okay, so he's not answering. That's a real big disappointment. But I don't think anyone's shocked by that. Let me go to the comments. I left a comment underneath one of his comments. I said, I'll call you in 15 minutes. Has he responded? It appears not. So he never responded to that. So that's a downer. Really disappointed. And this gentleman, I'm going to call him one more time. Maybe his phone's on silent. Let's find out. Okay, he's not answering. He's no fun. Well, he knows how to reach me. Why don't we do a little Ask Turtle Boy to end the night, guys? If you guys have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments section, and I will answer as many as I can. Up next on Harassment Order of the Week, Mitch Fleming. I should get one against. I mean, who knew it was this easy? How come I live in the Leominster district, so my judge up there, I tried to get one against Bristol Blarney. It got denied. I'm like, what? You don't just give them out. Everybody always gets one against me. But I guess some judges actually do their job. You know, it looks, I don't want to miss anyone. 7-pounder says, let's see, any messages here? I don't want to miss anyone. Says, Fojo represents hobbits in Middle Earth. Oh, good one. Another one says, NHBBO complaint application fee. And I might have to, because I don't know what you got to do to have a BBO complaint against you. But it seems like you should be, you know, not abuse your position as an attorney to do stuff like this. It seems somewhat unethical, just my opinion. When is David co-hosting again? Not soon enough, quite frankly. We need more David in my life. David's always welcome to come back and co-host whenever. What happened to Turtle Boy apologies? We'll do another one soon. We'll definitely do another one soon. Do you know who Jen Houston really is? I assume it's you. But I don't know your real name, and I don't really care, to be quite frank. Any update for Ratchet Madness? Oh yeah, baby. Let me tell you, this is the best. I've never been so excited about Ratchet Madness. This field, best Final Four ever, and it is so freaking close. One of them. Which one do you guys think is closer right now? Lorena versus Kim Nelligan, or Kylie versus Nikki Evans? Which one do you think is, it's like literally 50-50? Because this is going to go on, we're doing a 2-day Final Four. Diego says, how do you feel about Fojo relating busting a state worker sleeping on the job to his parents fleeing Cuba? I'm not familiar. I didn't see, there was a live video on the Turtle Boy page? That's not good. Okay, everybody thinks it's the Kylie Nikki one that is close. No, it's the other one. It's Lorena versus Kim Nelligan. It's like 50-50 every time I check. We're right down the middle. The other one, the Nikki versus Kylie one, is close, but it's like 55-45 right now. I haven't checked in a little bit. I'm not going to say who's winning that one, but they're both somewhat close. There was a Valley tow truck company? What Turtle Boy page? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're referring to. What's going on with the Yoga Queen? So I've signed a non-disclosure agreement, so I can't legally discuss that one, but it's over. It's done. It's been resolved. I am undefeated in defamation suits. Let's say that. All right, I'll check out that one. I'll check out what you're talking about with the tow truck after this show's over. Lorena is the woman staring at you when you wake up. Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not. How much dirt do you have on feta cheese, Freddie? I got some. We got more. Who do you think will win? I mean, I thought it was very interesting, guys, that Bristol Blarney got the most votes overall that people thought. That was a really interesting poll. Most votes overall, but didn't win her head-to-head matchup. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I have no idea who's going to win because I still don't know if there's going to be a comeback in that 55-45 one. So I can't comment on that. I can't comment. And you guys saw the Bristol Blarney thing today, right? Obviously, she put her freaking crotch fruit on. I mean, be trashier. You can't. And you know the other one I don't like, Masshole Mitch. Fuck that guy. I mean, he gets a kind of a free pass in this. because he's like, Kate's nice guy, whatever. It's like, no, if you're participating in that, I haven't forgotten about what that bitch did to me. And I never will, because I haven't had justice yet. I will get justice. So if you don't get to be Fat Boy Mike Hilario or Ashley Acevedo or this guy and participate in this woman and everything she did to me and be like, you get to get off free. No. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. If you're on that, this is a war. You signed up to take part in this war, and there are casualties in war, not actual casualties, but everything is fair game, Mitch. Just understand that. So as long as you are associating with this woman, let's say you have a town job, right? Working for like town, I don't know, like, Wakefield or North Reading, somewhere in that area, something could come out, I don't know. We'll find out. Who is the worst person to come to your defense? Michael Cadena or Mitch Fleming? No, the worst person to come to your defense is Ryan Waters, actually. And if you recall, Ryan Waters came to Bristol Blarney's defense during that whole fiasco when she was trying to make up a lie that I stole money from Sam Carden. Thoughts on Pop Squad? You guys know I've always liked Pop Squad. Always liked them. Yeah, Nikki Evans, as AJB writes, is hated. That's why she keeps winning. You're absolutely right. And that's kind of why Ashley Lasapio won in the first one and Ryan Waters won last year. Like, the hate factor is strong. The ones who do that people hate, really fucking hate. And I think that, because I'm alive, I'm Bristol Blarney's victim, and I'm alive. Well, Nikki Evans' victim is dead, and he was a firefighter. And so I think that's why, obviously, the hate factor is strong with that one. Anything else you guys like? I want to talk about, rather. Call Hilario. Yeah, right. Is he still even on there? Are they still on? Do they still do the thing? Let's see. What do they call Masshole Report? Let's find him. Bristol is probably going to kill me. Bristol will kill somebody. I really think she'll do something fucking and snap. Like, there's nothing that woman's not capable of. She'll do anything, not for her kids. She won't do anything for her kids. But she'll do anything for that YouTube show. Put it that way. She will literally kill somebody over that YouTube show. Yeah, I mean, when she asked her who her dad is, I feel so bad because her dad's in jail right now. I talked to his mother, and the mother put him in jail because I don't want to get out of that. The mother put the kid in jail, her own son in jail, because the son stole from her because he's a drug addict, and Kate got him hooked on drugs. He's still an adult, and he should have personal restraint and take care of his kid and shit like that. But it's kind of annoying how she paints herself as the good one there. And she probably just shits all over him, and the grandmother isn't allowed to see, even though the grandmother raised the kid half her life, as Kate, moved from dick to dick and, didn't take care of her kid. And now to hear her kid on that live yesterday is just like, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. You're like having this. You think the kid wants to do that? Like, that's what the kid wants to be doing right now? She wants to be a kid. A normal parent takes an interest in what their child is interested in, right? Like, my kid's 4, and she wanted to do a freaking puzzle today. So I did a puzzle with her because that's what she's interested in, right? I wouldn't have her do Turtle Boy with me because that's not what kids are interested in. This isn't for kids. But with Kate, she comes first, and then her kids, whatever. Her kids can do what she's interested in doing. It's fucked up. Yes, I can represent myself now. That's correct. Oh yeah, well yeah, we got to get Brett's hot takes on Pop Squad. I was supposed to, yeah, maybe I'll have Brett on Thursday to talk about that because we never got to talk about that. Right? He doesn't like them. He thinks it's weird that they pretend to be kids. I don't know. I don't think it's that. I disagree. I'd be curious to hear where. Let's see, Masshole report. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what they're up to. Okay, they're live. Oh no. Oh, they are live. Oh, 88 people. Should we mock them? Should we do our thing? Your kids are so goddamn. Oh, thank you. They're very nice. I like them a lot. I think I'm going to keep them. I'm not giving them away. They're fucking mine. Just understand that. No one else can have them. I got dibs. Dibs. I know Diane's not a fan. She's made that very clear. Very, very clear. I don't. I think they're doing a good. I think I've made my position on them rather clear. Did they kick out Massill's wife? Not to my knowledge yet.
Lines, and you start
here we go.
Disturbance, and you obstruct the officer's duty.
Oh, she cares about officers. It would be a goddamn shame if a bunch of Turtle Riders went there. They're just going to block you, obviously.
That you can be arrested and subjected to a $750 fine. So,
huh? Oh God.
What do you guys think? Constitutional?
On that.
Constitutional? Tucson passes new ordinance. Like, open forum. Yes, like, this is.
You know, an investigation going on.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Like, that's obviously not like a crime scene, so they have every right to film that. Is that right?
From a safe distance. I don't want people.
Who's this?
Walking around my traffic stop while I'm trying to do it. You know, that's.
Oh, officer joke.
Like if you've watched Abrams. If you've watched Abrams.
What's with the Pawtucket police officer she's trying to frame? Yeah, that guy. I haven't heard much about that. Bano yet? She sold that guy down the river real quick, didn't she?
With him so much with his camera.
I don't know.
And just talking all this shit while he's filming.
She flirts with a lot of these cops too. I'm not saying that she's banging them all.
I'm
not saying she's not either.
Because of me, blah blah blah, whatever, you know. And
yeah, I'm doing significant commentary right now. These guys are fucking losers.
I think.
Are there any turtle like? So here's my question. I see, a couple people that I don't really consider you like turtle riders. Like you turn into the show, and then I see you guys on there, commenting and stuff like that. Accountability for Vermont. I think Ed, I think AJB. Some of you guys are on there. I don't care, right? But I'm curious. Like, are you guys entertained by this? Like this shit. I mean, it's so bad.
That's what I would imagine.
I'm genuinely curious what people like about this because it's so fucking awful.
Yeah, I keep saying like crime scene, So when I think crime scene, I think like an actual.
Listen to this.
Or whatever, with tape up.
How much does she cheat on her husband? A lot. I'll tell you that much right now. A lot.
Police involvement or just,
Yeah, they block turtle emojis. Oh, you guys are. There's Johnny Mac. Give it to him, Johnny. Give it to him. Bing, bing, bing. Can you read this? I can read it. They're gonna start blocking you. Where's Ashley?
They were like, "Is this just in that county?" Like,
give it to her. Is ask if Kate's kid is going on.
County, right? It's Tucson, Arizona, so it's a city ordinance.
Yes, yeah. Bing, bing, bing's giving it to him. Go.
This is them making a difference. They're always screaming about how they're going to make a difference, and here you go. You have made a difference. You are now pushing cities and towns to make more restrictive laws. Although, this is kind of common.
No, I just commented. Exactly. I mean, I figured you did, I did see that yesterday, accountability from Matt, that you were asking them, what happened with South Shore Justin. I like that. And they kind of answered it. They were like, he's just doing his own thing, cooking channel. And Kate says something really fucking, bitchy about him. Like, you could tell she's fucking pissed. She demands loyalty. She fucking hates that guy. South Shore Justin's welcome back whenever. I like that guy a lot. I really like South Shore Justin. Good guy, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I never minded him at all. He was always conflicted. I always felt bad for him. What is the fascination with frauders? Anyway, I mean, that's what I don't get. It's like, yeah, we get it. They're fucking assholes. They're losers. I wrote
Well,
about him a
you're
couple
not doing
times, and I was
good,
literally
that's for
bored with him
sure.
already. And like I said, I found the original
They're abusing
auditor
their
before all of
rights
them,
and
Kyle
making it
Shockley. I
more
invented
restrictive.
exposing frauditors.
Yay.
And I was bored with Kyle Shockley within like 2 blogs. And then I found Grundle Stiltskin. I got bored with him. And then I found Abrams. I did 1 blog on him. And then Kate fell fucking in love with him. I look
What's
turtles.
going on here?
Oh, they found you. They found you.
What happened?
Nope.
Oh.
I am still trying to figure out the layout here, and it's just not working out well for me tonight.
Ooh, exciting show.
I'm so confused. I need Mitch here. So,
Oh, she can't do shit without
I guess
Mitch.
I better put in the link.
Oh, maybe Mitch is hiding.
Too. But I mean, I don't think
Mitch,
that.
we're a little worried about his job. A little worried about his job, maybe.
At all.
Some information might come out. I don't know.
Why? I don't know. I wish we had someone here who thought that right now, honestly, because I'd like to hear the rationale. I've only heard like rumblings about it. Of course, it's all
anything else?
First Amendment auditors that tend to.
Anybody leaving any funny
tend
comments?
to think that it's unconstitutional, most likely because they want to be able to film.
Let me see. Let me know if my comment comes up here.
It's just ridiculous.
Someone in the comments has like it should be up to the suspect. If they think the cops are acting unlawful, and it should be up to their discretion to record, not a false activist. So that's a really good point because you have an.
Did that comment show up? Is Kate bringing her remaining child on tonight?
Let's say you're the one getting pulled over and you're the one filming, or you're the one at the crime scene and you're the one filming. Like, I don't think. I mean, see, that's the thing. That's why there's so.
So how does this work? The StreamYard? Should we start doing this?
You don't really know.
These morons can do it. We can too.
Outside quote unquote auditors that are frowned upon from filming.
Outside people who have nothing to do with the scene. I mean, if you're the person in the vehicle that got pulled over, you're the person who's the victim of a crime or the subject of a crime, then you've got a right to film whatever interaction you have. But if you're
the guy that's on the
outside that has there's no reason that you have to be there or that you need to inject yourself in any situation.
God knows what'll happen.
You want to stand there like an asshole with your cell phone out. You can do that from
even their Discord now is boring. Now that they don't talk about Turtle Boy, they're just fucking
whatever
boring.
You may be planning on doing.
Oh, it costs money? Can I sabotage the StreamYard? Like, can I go in incognito, kind of like pretend, or will they know it's me automatically?
So their faces get blurred.
Do you have to like register? Let's see what happens.
Some sort of privacy that even if you're just getting pulled over for speeding, you're allowed to have that.
Click it. Okay, I clicked it.
That's
not according to Josh Abrams, you're not.
Well, no, we're not according to Josh Abrams.
Oh, I'm doing it.
I honestly don't.
Who should I pretend to be?
My eyes can see, I can film, right? Isn't that what he says?
Yeah, whatever I can see with my eyes, I can film. They're talking about,
loading. It says
more for the public building.
What name's going to show up?
Determine restricted areas. One thing that I am surprised
change that name.
Come up more with this stuff, and maybe it's just because
what name should I use?
There are letter likeness.
Need a good. Oh no, I can't do Hunter and Wade. She'll know that. She'll know that one.
Your name, your likeness, as a whole, and profit off of it.
Oh, Fojo, Robert Fojo. There we go.
Which is why. In like live PD or a lot of these shows that are professionally done.
Okay, let me know if I'm in.
Commercial ventures, you have to sign a waiver, right? And you have to agree, consent. Otherwise, you could go back and it's not criminal, but there could be civil remedies.
You're backstage.
So I'm surprised where a lot of these YouTube videos obviously are commercial ventures that more people don't go after them if they don't want their likeness used.
Did they kick me out?
Yeah.
Hello.
I mean, it depends.
The whole thing with going into buildings and whatnot, like the post offices and things like that, like, okay, you wanna protect our rights, but what did the mailman do to you? Like, why did you have to go in there and yell at him? Like, cops I can see because, like, there are stuff.
What do I have to? Am I in?
That maybe should be filmed.
Oh, I have to log in. You have to make a whole thing. Do I have to like enter an email and go? I'm not doing that.
Right.
I can hear them.
We got an NJ diver that wants to jump in here.
How do I jump in?
Hey, NJ, what's up?
Good evening. Yeah, you guys, while I was trying to post your ordinance you were going to talk about,
I need a login code.
Over to poster 7.
God damn it! Okay, I'm gonna jump in the next show. Trust me.
7, did we? I don't want to go over to poster 7.
So apparently I have to create an account. It seems like a lot of work. I'm not doing that.
7.
But I will jump in the next one. I promise.
Just quickly.
Rogue Nation.
Yeah, just quickly. There's a section in
Now, who's this guy?
Poster 7.
Sector
There's a section
7.
in the Code of Federal Regulations that the post office
Who are these people?
promulgated and had passed, and there's another one. I can't remember exactly what group did it.
God, this is boring.
CFR is based on. It's another CFR.
Okay. So I don't have time right now to create like a
photograph and videotape.
You know.
But as soon as someone tells you to stop, you gotta stop.
Hey, what's Eddie doing in there? All caps Eddie. Come on, you traitor. What are you doing in there, Eddie? Commenting, asking him real questions. I hope you're spying. Now, I got some spies in there. It's okay. Some of their most trusted guys, including, I'm just saying, there might be somebody on the panel right now who's one of my spies. I'm not saying there is. I'm not saying there's not. That's giving me a lot of shit over this whole thing because they don't like Kate either. I'm just saying that might have happened.
Congress passes the main law, and then each agency that law.
All right, so this is boring as shit. I guess I'm kicked off. So this is really boring anyway. And I guess we'll. If you guys don't have any more questions, we'll call it a night. Let me know if you have any more questions, and then we will be done.
Right.
He's always in there saying he is spying on you. Oh, Eddie, come on. Eddie. Which side are you on, Eddie? You got to pick a side. I mean, you can go in there. I don't care. I'm past all that. Especially if the people like Eddie is not a turtle rider. Eddie's a guy who found the blog from New Jersey because I think he found her show first, right? So I really have no claims to Eddie. Eddie is a he's not he found Turtle Boy through Bristol. See what I'm saying? Why didn't you go on Callahan today? Because they had freaking Reamer on. Ream him in the ass. Let's see. Oh, there's two Eddies. Oh, there's Eddie Mateo. And they both use all caps? That's fucked up.
Sorry, I was really distracted trying to get that layout to work. All right.
Yeah, how can you? Yeah, you got to. Yeah, Brett. That's a good point for Brett. Okay. How can you entrap a kid without pretending to be a kid? Or how can you entrap a pedophile without pretending to be a kid? That's a good question. You didn't know Remo was gay? That's like his big thing. Like, loves dick. Loves it. That's bold, brave, and beautiful, by the way. I think that's fantastic. I mean, Reamer's just, I don't mind liberals, obviously, but he's a fake liberal. Like, nothing he says is serious. And you can tell because he's like got a smile on his face the whole time. And he's like literally just repeating. You could tell Reamer down on the inside is actually conservative, but he just plays the whole, like, I'm a gay socialist card. But he's not really, you know? Because he's smart. He's not stupid. So there's two Eddies that both use all caps? That's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, Stidham is the quarterback. I'm starting to accept that. But you know what? I'm optimistic, too. In Bill we trust. Like Suzanne said the other day, we got a little white guy, his little slot receiver from college. We'll see what happens.
Very well, thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Okay.
I think this is kind of interesting.
Oh, they got a Brit on, Laura. Do you know this guy? This guy live near you?
You're not from here.
It's like, yeah, I'm not from here. It's kind of
I don't know all. I know. I'm just teasing you, Laura. I'm just teasing you. It's a joke. All right, guys. So if we don't have any more questions, I guess we'll call it a night. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you all on Thursday night. Sorry if I missed anybody that donated. Thank you all. Really appreciate that. Couldn't do this all without you.